Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Today we are looking at 5 things you really need to know before playing Dune Awakening, right? If you're eyeing up and getting into Arrakis, it promises you power, but it usually delivers you agonizing death, right? Sandworms, they're vicious, they are killers, and survival here isn't really what you expect. With a usual survival game, you're expecting to eat, drink, sleep, etc. With this one, that's not the case, guys. Arrakis is a crucible, guys. It will crucify you for the wrong decisions. Every choice you make here is life or death, okay? Water is absolute gold dust in this environment, right? The sun is an executioner. Like, if you stay out in that sun too long, you are dead. Even your tech will betray you as you play through this game, guys, right? Ignore these and your journey will be brutally short. But with the right tips, which we're going to go through today, you might just survive. Alright, so tip number 1, guys. Water is life, okay? Arrakis teaches you brutal thirst problems. Water is everything. When your hydration plummets under these suns, your exposure meter, which is on the bottom left hand corner, is going to go severely down, okay? Your water meter is going to go severely down. So when you're out in the sun, let's just demonstrate this for you quickly. When you come out, helps if I don't die there. So when you're out in the sun, guys, right, you are going to get an exposure meter, as you can see there in the front screen, okay? That exposure meter, when it gets to red, is going to kill you and drain your water, okay? Early on, you'll learn to sip from dew plants. It's a risky fix, but it's a temporary one. Effectively, that will keep you alive for the moment. But the real game changer comes from your still suit, guys. The still suit is able to recycle your body's moisture, and you also learn about the tech of the Blood Purifier, guys, which we have here. And what this tech does basically means you have to kill people and extract their blood to extract their water, okay? You have to do that with a blood extractor, guys. So you'll start off with a small blood purifier here, where you're able to deposit your blood from those blood packs, and they will then be extracted into water, guys. You'll then move up to sort of an improved blood purifier, which has a much bigger circuit capacity. But without the base, you are out in the wild. If you're going exploring, you need to have what's called a litojon, okay? And these litogens will hold your water, so you are able to drink that whilst out and about, guys. Now, you also have what's called a dew reaper. So these dew reapers allow you to basically reap water during specific periods of the night from plants, guys. It's an invaluable tool. If you're worried about base water, then you will need to get yourselves a wind trap on your base, which basically allows you to gather water from the wind, dew from the wind. So this one's currently got no power. We've got no filters in there at the moment because our circuit's pretty much full anyway. So you basically will fill this up with water, and it will allow it to collect water and put it into your circuit. It does use filters, so it is a consumable item, guys. But they passively will collect moisture for you. If you master water, then the desert will be fine. You will not be dying from the desert. Okay, guys? Right. Number 2. Combat in Dune, guys, is tip number 2. Right? Dancing around people with swords and shields, okay? Combat in Dune is basically one of those tactical dances, right? It revolves around your Holtzman shield. The shields stop fast moving objects, making most bullets useless. So what's the counter for that? Well, knives and slow blades, they can penetrate the shield, okay? Deliberate heavy melee attacks are key to survival, alright? Often after a parry, that's when they're done best. But also stamina is crucial, right? Prioritize your unshielded targets with your ranged weapons, and then switch to melee when you've got shielded enemies, alright? Specialized weapons like the disruptors can overload your shields. The artisan Jabal, for example, spit darts, that also fires poison darts, for example, right? Whilst you're firing with your shield up can make you vulnerable, so bear that in mind. If you're using a disruptor, your shield is going to be constantly vulnerable to attack whilst you're firing, okay? Also remember, guys, using your shield or your Holtzman shield in the deep desert is a recipe for disaster. It attracts the sandworms. It's a dinner bell for the sandworms, guys, right? Now, to make combat more effective, you're also going to want to use things like your Bene Gesserit's voice or the Swordmaster's knee charge to add extra depth into your combat. As you go through the game, you're going to get better swords, better weaponry, better shields, and better abilities. So master all of those, guys. Alright, tip number 3. Sanctuary on sand, your base building and what you can do with your resources. So a well-planned base is essential, right? Location is key to where you plant your base. Build your base near resources, trade posts, or scavenger camps. But always build them on solid rock. Don't ever build them on open sand, right? You need to build them where you can get access to all these resources and where the sandworm will not tear down your base. Okay, your first base in the PvE zone is going to be a permanent base, and it's going to be safe from your player raids. When I say PvE zone, I mean Hagar Basin, I mean Eastern, Western, Vermilius Gap, and outside of that area, not in the deep desert. Okay, these are going to be perfect for storing your resources and essential for crafting stations like your Blood Purifier, your Fabricator, all those sort of things. Everything you want to build, right, is going to be in this area. Now, what you will need to do in order to keep this base operational and keep your shields up is to pay taxes, right? Those taxes are due every single 10 days, alright? You can pay those from the Arrakis village or the Harco village, alright? They are due every 10 days. And you'll know how much they are by looking at your subfief. With bases, plan your layouts with blueprints, guys, right? Resource management is vital, so you need to be able to gather those raw materials, refine them, and upgrade your storage base, your storage early as well, right? Upgrading storage to iron chests is key to survival in this game. Making sure you have enough power, making sure you have enough water from wind traps, etc. All those sort of things are key for your survival. Now, survey probes are also good for opening up the map and finding where things are. Okay, they can find resource nodes for you. So in summary here, guys, build smart and gather wisely. Okay? Alright guys, tip number 4. Shai Hulud's domain, right? And being aware of sandworms and situational awareness. Sandworms are actually very terrifying. They're a deadly force of nature in Dune. Okay? Avoid attracting them by minimizing your rhythmic vibrations on the open sands, guys. Running with vehicles, using the vehicles and having active shields on will also draw them to you. Okay? So keep an eye on your vibration meter. Treat open sand basically like lava, right? Use rocky outcrops as safe havens. If a worm appears, get to rock as quickly as you can. You cannot outrun it forever. Alright? Being aware also means seeking shade from the sun, guys, which drains hydration if you're in the sun too long. And also watching for sandstorms. Always carry with you a respawn beacon and use your map and listen for audio cues as well, right? If you respect Arrakis, Arrakis will respect you, and you will not end up like a skeleton in the sand, guys. Okay, tip number 5, guys. Embrace the spice master the schools, and you'll have all your things you need to win on Arrakis. Spice is key. It's used for crafting, trade, political influence, and temporary combat boosts as well. Right, harvesting it though attracts sandworms and competition, because whoever controls the spice controls Arrakis and controls the Empire, guys. Alright? Now, one of the things that you're going to be looking at is your choice of your mentor, whether it's a Bene Gesserit, a swordmaster, a trooper, a mentat, or a planetologist, okay? Whichever one you choose defines your starting abilities and your skill tree. Though you can learn from these multiple schools of houses later, okay? You will just need to find that trainer. Factions like Atreides, Harkonnen, and the Fremen offer you unique rewards and quests. Now, part of this is going to find the Fremen in the actual game, okay? Now, this world is a dynamic world. Now, what do I mean by that? Coriolis storms that happen once a week in the deep desert will reshape the entire landscape, okay? They will wipe out everything that is put down. So if you are there when the Coriolis storm hits at its peak, you will not survive it, right? Everything will get wiped out and lost. Now, in terms of the starting areas, that doesn't get reshaped or moved, but resources do get moved, guys. So you have to find out what the options are for you when you put down your base, okay? If you think you've got a good resource node somewhere, that resource will move the next week, okay? Just put it down where there is going to be an abundance of resources. That's the advice I can give you guys. If you're able to embrace these unique mechanics, you'll truly awaken the potential you've got on Arrakis, guys. Okay, so to survive, you need to prioritize water. You need to understand how your shields work and understand the slow blade as well, because that is key to combat. You need to build smart, so make sure you build on rock, not on sand. Respect the environment, and make sure you don't get eaten by Shai Halud. And also make sure that you are good on the lore and the spice and the schools, guys. Okay? Make sure you choose what train you're going to go down, what traits you're going to use, and you can multi-trait. That's perfectly fine. Okay? Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping new Dune content every single week. And yeah, guys, if you do enjoy it, please do smash that subscribe button. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, which is just mental. So thank you very much for all the support over the last few months and the last couple of years. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, everybody.